Hi everyone, I'm Samantha Morales. Here giving my model program video. To start, I just want to give a little bit of background on the program initiatives that we're focusing on. I say we because I'm actually um, working on a project for an upcoming program with a couple of the OB providers up at the medical group at RAF Lakenheath, which is in the UK. From my internship with the Red Cross for our last course I just finished before this course, I kind of tag team with one of the midwives in OB on a program. Well, it's not yet a program, but we're hoping for it to be soon. So, just to give a little bit of background, it's specifically for pregnant military spouses affected by deployment, meaning their spouse is deployed while they are pregnant, after they have the baby, just in some way, shape, or form affected by deployment. This is also for single active duty members who are pregnant and do not have a spouse. This is also for them because they are affected by deployment just by being in the military. So it affects them too. And according to the OBGYN clinic on Lakenheath, this installation, the depression scores have skyrocketed in the past couple of years. And we don't know if that's due to an increase in deployments or just the way the economy is or being overseas. It's a lot different than being in the States for most people. It's an adjustment. So we're looking at those. And then our command, which is basically like, in I guess civilian terms, kind of like the whole organization here on base, is placing a lot of focus on this particular population of females. So just to name some support programs that we're coordinating with, we have the New Parent Support Program, which is run through Family Advocacy. It's a mental health clinic on base, which is actually, I used to work there when I was in the military. And they basically give pregnant women tips and answer any questions they might have about becoming a mother, even if they have children, becoming a mother again because it's been so long since they had their first baby. Bundles for Babies, which is through the Airmen and Family Readiness Center on base. It's kind of like free gifts that they give. You go to a class, you get some free gifts for the baby. Meals on Heels, it's run through the Health and Wellness Center on base. You get some free meals if you sign up after you deliver the baby. Breastfeeding course run through OB, and then the American Red Cross has some support programs, and that's actually how I got involved. The model program that I'm aiming for, though, the mission is educate and advocate for these women, and also serve and participate. The goal really is our goal is to provide social support to these women, because all the programs I just named, the support programs, they're great, but they don't provide that one-on-one with the woman. Now, they don't need mental health counseling or anything like that, but what they need is someone to call, hey, I've been feeling this kind of funny pain. What do? I have to mow my lawn. I need someone to mow my lawn. I have this huge gallon of water to carry in my house from my water dispenser. I need someone to help me. Those kinds of things. So what we're there to do is offer an open group with other pregnant women who are affected by deployment, or single women in the military who are pregnant, and we open this group monthly, bi-weekly. We're not really sure. We're going to try it monthly for now, and have them come in, and it's just from 11 to 1. We're going to hold it on a Friday, so it's during lunch hour. If they work, they can maybe stop by for at least a half hour, just kind of chat, get together, get some phone numbers from other people, exchange numbers saying, hey, Saturday night, are you free? A lot of these women don't have many friends being overseas. Their family's not over here. It's a huge adjustment for these women. And then being pregnant on top of that, and all of a sudden your independency is almost out the window. So that's what it's going to be, a social support program for these women. We're going to coordinate with other health agencies around base, maybe have some guest speakers on the appropriate way to breastfeed if you're not lactating, things like that, or how to decrease colic. I mean, just any little thing like that. And sometimes the women want to branch out and meet other women, but I mean, how do they do that without having a group to go to? I mean, they don't feel comfortable enough just calling someone up randomly or emailing someone randomly. So we're making it so they do feel comfortable. And then we're also asking Red Cross volunteers to sign up and say, hey, I'll be free Sunday morning to go and mow this woman's lawn, or hey, I can help this woman carry her groceries into her house, things like that. My whole vision is just sustaining the rights for the military dependents, because unless you're in this situation, it is very, very, very difficult to understand. And we are bringing this up to command sometime in the near future, once we get all our I's dotted, T's crossed, things like that. So to bring all this together, though, to make sure that it's going to have an effect, which I definitely think it will, is we're going to have an evaluation at the OBG clinic on base, and it's going to reflect on some of the services that they sought from us, or this particular service. So it's going to be a questionnaire, and there's already a questionnaire given, so we're just kind of adding on to that one. And it's going to be up to 6 months after they deliver, so it's going to be a longer process. But the focus is on decreasing those depression scores and improving our process, what we can do to support them, really, especially with postpartum being such an issue too. It's definitely a concern, especially those too with children already and then having kids. It's hard to balance both. So some possible outcomes that you'll see actually on my key points I meant to mention in the beginning is the overall depression scores decrease, a smoother transition into motherhood, especially for those first-time parents, and to build a social support system and maintain that support system while they're over here. Because once you have a baby and then it's been a year and then someone else is in your shoes, there's so much you can provide just by communicating with another female. So, and I left a little quote there from the NASW website on a social worker's mission, and it just reminds me a lot about what we want to do with our program. And it seeks to enhance the effective functioning and well-being of individuals, families, and communities. Because helping this one individual is going to help their family, which is going to help our community. I mean, it's like an all-in-one type of thing. So, but that's it. Sorry I went over the 5 minutes, but I hope you like my model program. I look forward to hearing your feedback. Thanks.